Hello everybody, welcome back to part 8 of Dishonored. I don't have much time for my camera.
Please, no!
Because it's almost dead. This is, by the way, the house, aside from the Hound Pits pub that she mentioned.
We all thought you'd been killed. Except for Sam. He seemed sure you'd survived. I saw him on the river shortly before the killing began. He was smart enough not to come ashore. But I'll bet he's still out there. Looking for you is my guess. At first, Pendleton said it was time for our bonus. Havelock stood behind them, and at the signal, he shot them each in the back of the head. Just like the target drills he used to. Lydia barely had time to scream. I would be dead too. Except Wallace told me I wouldn't be getting anything. Pendleton kept apologizing, saying that no one could ever know about the things they'd done. Martin was drinking and seemed sad. The Admiral was about to shoot Callista. Then he mumbled something about owing her uncle, Captain Kurnow, a debt. They said it was time for Sokolov, and went off to his cage. I don't know what happened after that. Emily was there when the killing started. Poor child. I hope she hid her eyes. The Admiral said that Martin was right. I guess they talked about it. And they started to worry they'd get executed for all that they'd done, going after the Lord Regent and his allies. I suppose it's why they've poisoned you too. I thought Lydia would squeal on me at the end. She just told Havelock to screw himself. And died. Lydia's the only one who ever showed me any kindness. I don't think the Admiral actually knew I existed. I can hide here for as long as it takes. Seems that no one is safe when a man is that close to a prize like the throne.
Yeah.
I was only a kid at the last coronation.
We even make it to tonight. Oh, you look at this mess?
Relax. One of the officers said he was dead. Poison thrown in the river. If you ask me, he's long gone. The mask in the river, left out.
That's what a rational person would do. Not this guy. You have to understand the criminal mind. I hear they had to hide the Caldwell girl from him the whole time they were working with him. I heard they locked him in a cage and only let him out at night.
Criminal mind, huh? So what's he doing now?
Wait. He's probably watching us right now. With that crazy mask on. Creeping closer and closer, ever closer, until...
Cut it out. What's so impressive about Corvo anyway? Who's he got up against?
Couple of high overseers.
A couple of noblemen?
Wait, who is that?
You can never stand up to them without training.
Well,
Whoops.
now I do hope he shows up. I want to see you run crying for the cover
Stop
of the
messing
tall
around
boys
and
out
come
back.
out at once.
Like you were, the other night.
What was I supposed to do?
So
Stand
the
there
tall
and
boy
get
shouldn't
my
see me.
rocks?
I didn't know there was a guy up there.
They were a gang. Indeed. I hope Lord Regent Havelock sends the tall boys in to level the place. It's gonna be a new era.
Having a 10-year-old on the throne isn't gonna cure the plague.
High Overseer Martin
It was
says
3 lightning marks.
says we were cursed when the
I'm
Empress
waiting for
died
this
by
guy to
Caldwell's
move.
black magic. And the rats are never gonna leave
Come
until
on.
we had a real Caldwell back.
I can't
He says
move
the outsider
towards
follows
them,
Corvo
the
around.
2 allies.
There's some curse on this city, that's for sure. I'm still trying to forget working in the flooded district.
Don't remind me. Before we go, I'm gonna stash a few bottles of wine from the cellar. Take them out here with us.
Just make sure Corvo's not hiding down there first. Maybe you're right about that guy.
There he comes. Damn, he stood still for a long time. I'm not gonna speed it up, because it's already gonna be a short part. It should be. And those guys had some interesting conversation.
Probably rats. That's everything.
I have the feeling
It's
that there are
refreshing to converse with someone
a
on
whole
my
lot more enemies.
Couldn't agree more.
I'm actually gonna see how many I have. Doesn't show it here. Inventory. 14.
The Academy was a crime against natural philosophy itself.
which you might have pointed out at the time. But it's pointless to hold a grudge. I want to ask you...
About the elixir, yes. And I need to discuss your tonic. Why have you not... Bravo! Good to see that you still breathe. The city would not be the same if you were not with us. I've completed Piero's work on an arc pylon, but only just.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes. I've attuned it so that we will be safe from the functions of the device. It will only trigger in the presence of our enemies. This arc pylon is more powerful than the older design. It will function at a greater range, striking down our foes while ignoring us. I need my final sequence, which is recorded in the blueprint for this device. Havelock was inspecting it before the killing started. Return the blueprint to me. It was in his bedroom before he left. Hopefully, it's still there. You may navigate...
So I'm gonna check something first. Okay, so I just checked to see if the camera was recording, because I didn't remember whether I pressed it or not. This is, by the way, the Portal reference, if I hadn't said
Without
it yet.
the arc pylon, it is only
I
a
need to be
matter
careful.
of time before they put it in.
There's an enemy over there somewhere.
Working, or you
And there
can
should
go
be a
out
tall
and
boy.
move our enemies one by one.
It keeps turning back to me.
Things are...
Could the city get any worse?
Chances are very good.
Tall boy is coming.
Seen anybody with signs of the sickness? You always amuse me.
And this time I'm gonna have to be careful with the guy up there. Up there. Because this time he might spot me. If I'm not careful. I like how you can have a special crawling when you go into a place that's too small. But that you can't use any weapons aside from your power. Please tell me he's walking past me.
No, stupid cut.
What? Why is no one making rounds over here?
This better not be a joke.
Huh?
Ooh, I kicked my my trash can for a second.
Probably just the wind.
Come on. Move further. What?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Screw you. Well, I didn't keep myself to the 10 loads. I'm sorry. I didn't know there was a guy in here. There never was, and somehow this time there was. Sorry about that. That's one of the bonus rules broken. Gonna have to find a punishment for that. Maybe add something else to one of the other rules. But I already went for no killing, no getting spotted. No powers, aside from blink. Okay. I am... Because of that rule being broken, the replacement rule will be that from this point on I am not allowed to use any weapons anymore, aside from my blink. So no more sleeping darts. I could do it without blink and all, but that would make it pretty much impossible. So yeah, the rule of 10 loads has been replaced by... what was it? Oh yeah, no weapons, no sleeping darts or anything. So this time I'm gonna have to be very careful.
In. So.
The tall boy was just standing still. Usually they spot you almost instantly. Nope. He saw me. So he has eyes in the back of his head. Apparently. So glad that rule is broken already. There I can just load again from underneath the light bulb. But yeah. Also the fact that he spotted me like that, all three at once, was a little bit BS. He turned around. He's coming towards me. Now, let's try this again. And they will start the conversation when I do that.
rounds over here? Better not be a joke.
So yeah, choking is allowed of course. But I'm not allowed to replace my blink with anything else anymore. Gonna save again. If I can, then why not?
Huh?
Well, if someone comes for me now, I'm dead. Usually you would have your sleeping darts, which reminds me, I'm gonna need to turn that off. See, now I have only this one. Usually you have the sleeping darts.
over here.
Ready. To hit him when he comes out, because usually you can't choke him. So these pants, wow, seriously? Sometimes I'm asking myself so many questions about the logic in this game.
Hey, can I buy you ration?
Elixir from
Come on, be fast enough, be fast enough, be fast enough.
Hiram Burrow, has confessed to heinous crimes against the people of Dunham.
He shall be confined
To the Coldridge prison until the proper authorities decide his sentence.
See, he turned around almost instantly this time. And last time it took an eternity. Okay. Hi, buddy. Blueprints.
Astonishing.
It's bad.
The arc pylon is complete. Now to activate it.
With this device, we can send a powerful electrical signal through the nervous system, merely rendering our enemies unconscious, or they can be reduced to ashes.
You already said
What is
that.
your opinion, Corvo?
Burn them. It's weird how it gives me that as a first option when I have played completely stealthy. Something is moving on its own outside.
As you wish, Corvo. We will be far away before any of them regain their senses. All is ready, Corvo. All that remains is plugging in a whale oil tank to power it. Will you do the honors?
So I am a
This
little
armor
bit
pylon is charged.
angry at
No one
myself
will dare come near
for
us.
this being the second game that I have to change the rules in. The first one being Dragon Ball Xenoverse, in which I couldn't defeat the androids because they kept teaming up on me and I didn't have enough health to take a full combo of both of them together. There we go. Now I'm starting to wonder if I pressed burn them or put them to sleep. I hope it was put them to sleep. Otherwise I have a problem.
Amazing. Simply amazing. It functioned beyond my greatest expectations.
Okay.
Defies description. A device
Finally.
like this will ensure Dunwall's security for a century.
Okay, I'll read it even though it's longer. Corvo, remember before when I mentioned the special drawing I was working on for you? This is it. I don't know where you went, but I hope when you get back you see this and like it. I'd like to take it to Dunwall Tower with us. Everyone's acting strange tonight. Samuel was whispering to Callista about a flare launcher that she was supposed to use to call him. He told her to lock the door to my old tower. I heard the Admiral tell the others we are leaving tonight for a place called the Lighthouse on King Sparrow Island. I hope you get back before then, Emily. Loot. That's a very good painting, or a good drawing to be honest. Really big. So yeah, this is pretty much where everybody was. Guessing this was Piero's original thought for the portal. And these windows repaired themselves, apparently. Bodies. Wallace, my dear Wallace, we are departing for a safe and secure place where we can coordinate the transition of power to ourselves. Make certain that my audiograph and the best of the wines made it aboard the vessel before the sun sets. This evening the staff will be rewarded for their loyalty and service, Lord Pendleton. He straight up lied to his face. Discovered nothing. I think you discover something when you do the playthrough with aggressive killing everybody. Incendiary bolts. Incendiary bolts. So yeah. Gotta go back up there. There was an optional thing down here. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna read this. Aside from this part, Piero missing, interrogate and execute. Anton Sokolov missing, interrogate and execute. Lydia found dead. Wallace found dead. Corvo believed dead, assumed missing. So they were pretty certain that I survived. Samuel missing, kill on sight. Wow. Yeah, that's again just saying that he's going to King Sparrow Island with Emily. It tells me to go to Callista, but I can talk to Anton and Piero first. Where did they go? Ah, there he is.
We once discussed a system of signals to be used in Emily's tower for communication across the river. I wonder if he remembers that.
Well, Corvo, I hope we can be considered colleagues again. You were condemned, I was kidnapped. Men like us rise above such things. As to the good Admiral, I believe men such as Havelock start with high-minded intentions. Same with Martin, and maybe even Pendleton, though I suspect he was just lazy. But no one is prepared for the sheer seductive influence of being so close to real power. Once you start ordering...
Ah, he was still saying something. Damn. Do nothing.
Corvo, I can't believe you're alive. They killed everyone, Corvo. They killed everyone to cover it all up. Then they took Emily with them and they left. I couldn't do anything to protect her.
Callista, fret not. I believe there is still hope for Emily and Dunwall. I don't believe Corvo is gone. I'll be searching the river for him, but if you catch wind of him, shoot up a flare using the launcher I placed in Emily's tower, and I'll make my way back as quickly as I can. Keep this tower locked and take care of yourself. Emily is gonna need you when this is over. Samuel.
Find her. Make her safe. All his talk of being an honorable military man, but Havelock will use Emily like a puppet to his own advantage. Something changed in the Admiral as soon as the Lord Regent died. It had been building up. Martin was acting strange, going quiet if any of us were near, whispering late into the night with Havelock and Pendleton while you were out doing the real work. I think they realized they were one step away from holding the same position the Lord Regent had, and worried they'd be held accountable for what they did here, as the Loyalists. They would have killed me too, but Havelock spared me. Out of respect for my uncle, I believe. Please, talk to Samuel and the others. Someone must know where they're going. Find Emily. She's suffered through so much, and she's got no one else on her side except you. Samuel set this here in case you returned. You can use it to call him. He said he'd come quickly. Hopefully there's a place he can dock where the watch won't see him. I can't go with you. I'll be okay here. Just go. Now that you've eliminated the City Watch, I can find my way out of here. But there's no way I can help Emily the way you can. I saw Samuel on the river earlier. I'm sure he'll take you where you need to go. One last trip, I expect. I had one job. Take care of Emily. I tried as best I could. Go after Emily. I'll be fine. I really can't believe they did this, but if they were willing to kill to get what they wanted, I guess they'd be willing to do anything. Havelock is a power-hungry bastard. I can't stand the thought of her in his dirty hands. He knew you wouldn't let him use her. I guess the Admiral had a change of heart. And maybe Martin helped him along. Pendleton just went with them. That coward.
So Pendleton isn't as much a traitor as someone who
Thought I'd find you here.
who fears them.
Never pays to bet against you, does it? I saw the signal. I knew you'd be back, Corvo. I knew it. We'll need to get out of here soon. The Admiral controls the military now, Martin's High Overseer, and Pendleton's in favor with the aristocracy and Parliament. They need Emily, of course. But if Havelock senses that it's all about to fall down around him, who knows what he's liable to do.
King Sparrow Island.
Good.
I could
There's
have
one more
talked to
trip
Piero
across
to
the
buy
river
more
where it
stuff,
needs
but
to see.
yeah,
That's where the Lord Regent was building his new lighthouse.
don't really need
Ought to
it.
be something to see.
I'm not allowed to use it anyway, so... Yeah. But unfortunately that's gonna be all for this part, because I don't think my camera can handle anymore. So... if you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I'm sorry about breaking the rule of the loading. Then again, it was a pretty stupid rule. I could have made it 15 if I wanted. It doesn't really give you a trophy or anything. But I think the no more items from now on was a decent trade. So yeah, till the next one. Bye.